the Assassin's Creed Live service will not be a free-to-play game. And people are very confused that Buzz Lightyear has hair. That and so much more in this week's Entertainment Roundup. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome to That Freaking Geek. And happy Halloween if you're watching this on Halloween. And if you're not, happy Monday or Tuesday, whatever day you're watching this on. But I'm so excited to get right into the entertainment news for the week. I'll be covering movies, TV, and video game news. So let's get right into it, starting off with gaming. One of the bigger things that was meant to happen this week and did happen but wasn't really big news, and that was the PlayStation State of Play. While there were a lot of games that were shown off during the 20-minute presentation, overall there wasn't anything big. I don't know exactly what people were expecting, because last State of Play we did get amazing reveals like God of War Ragnarok. I wasn't expecting anything like this, however, they said they were going to show off third-party games. We didn't get the Hogwarts Legacy trailer I really wanted. Instead, we kind of got smaller game updates, and while the games look nice, overall, a lot of people were disappointed. If you look over at Jeff Keighley, he usually does like this thing where he asks people on Twitter, hey, what would you give the presentation, an A, B, C, or D? He does that with every big gaming presentation, and everyone was giving it a D. It was like something ridiculous, like 85 to 90% of people giving it a D. I gave it a B. I knew what I was getting in for here. Would have gotten an A if it just had something big like Hogwarts Legacy, but at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. Last year, when Halo Infinite was shown off, we finally got a glimpse at what the game is looking like. This was the first next-gen experience, and a lot of you were very upset, saying that it didn't look that next-gen. I thought it looked okay. I mean, I don't have an Xbox, so I'm not that excited for the game. However, I thought it looked good enough, but a lot of you were like, not bro, this looks terrible. So Halo and the team at Halo were like, listen, okay, maybe we need to relook at this. Let's give it another year, and they did. And now look at this trailer. It is looking really detailed, really fantastic. Yes, this looks a lot better, but this is what happens when you throw in another year that is solely dedicated to making the game look better. I'm really grateful for this because I probably won't get an Xbox for a couple of years. At least that's what I'm telling my wallet right now. Don't tell my wallet otherwise. But basically, the game is looking a lot better. I mean, once again, a lot of money was thrown at it. Xbox really want to go kind of guns blazing. PlayStation is known for how great looking their video games are, and Xbox not so much. And so I think Xbox are hoping that this would kind of change the title a little bit. Halo in the past has actually looked pretty good, and so I'm really looking forward to see what they've done with this extra year. But so far, from what the trailer's shown off, it looks fantastic. It looks like a lot of fun, and so I really can't wait to play it. I promise wallet in a couple of years.
Exploring this vast and fractured world will put Spartan 117 to the ultimate test. But where there is courage, there is hope. Welcome to the new era of Halo.
Is everyone trying to kill you?
It kind of seems like it.
On to, in my opinion, the biggest news of the week, and I say my opinion, I'm a bit of an Assassin's Creed lackey. I absolutely love the Assassin's Creed franchise. Everything about it I really, really enjoy. And when I heard that it was going free to play, Assassin's Creed Infinity, it was kind of leaked, and then they confirmed they are indeed making a live service version of Assassin's Creed. What that means is that instead of doing one game every couple of, well, it's sometimes like once a year, but they've gone for more of a couple years. But now they're going, cool, we're going to release one game and update it like every month and kind of do it like they do Fortnite. Basically, I thought this would mean that this would go free to play, but it has been confirmed from Ubisoft that it won't be free to play, which is very interesting. You would think of something like Evolve, for example. That's a multiplayer game, so it's kind of hard to really kind of like compare it to something because there's not a lot of single player experiences where it's kind of this live service, and so I'm very interested to see where it goes. But like Evolve, it tried the live service thing where you just have to pay your $60, your 1,000 Rand once up, and then from there for years you're supposed to be getting updates and new kind of DLC every so often. And so this is what is expected for this next Assassin's Creed game. I'm still a little suspicious. I don't know what's going to be. I can't see a game like this being as story driven as the other games are. That just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like they're going to do a lot of padding, a lot of repetitive animations. I don't know. I'm suspicious, to say the least. But nevertheless, I guess we can't judge it until it comes out. We'll just have to wait and see.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise.
Thank you, man.
With unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Moving on to movies and TV series news. If you did not in the last week go watch Dune, you are missing out on one of the best theatrical releases of the year. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And for everyone who watched it in a 2D small cinema, shame on you. Why did you do that? You should have went to go watch IMAX. Yes, I know right now, I think in KZN in particular, we're only showing IMAX 3D. 3D is pretty bad, but it was made for the IMAX cinema. Okay, actually, this is not the news. The news is that part 2 is confirmed, and the director, the cinematographer, and the writer are all returning for the part 2. I think a lot of people went to go watch part 1. Spoiler alert, it was basically the beginning of the whole franchise. I mean, there's like something like 12,000 books. Okay, I think there's like 5 books. Anyway, part 2 is confirmed. All the cast is going to return. And once again, spoiler alert, like Zendaya, like she was in like 8 minutes of the film, like 2.5 hours. She was on all the posters. She's only in 8 minutes of the film. What on earth was going on there? But hey, if I had Zendaya in 2 minutes in my film, I'd also make her the front of my poster too. So I get it. But Dune Part 2, I'm looking forward to it. Are you? Let me know in the comment section.
If anything happens, will you protect Paul?
With my life.
Only together can we stand a chance.
It's time.
Are you a Pixar fan? Well, I am, and I'm really looking forward to the Buzz Lightyear solo film, except it's not going to be based around the toy, but instead of what the toy is based on. Buzz Lightyear, an actual astronaut in the Pixar universe. It gets a little confusing because obviously we get our own Buzz who was an astronaut. Anyway, let's put that aside. It is going to be a movie that is going to be starring Buzz Lightyear, and who's voicing him is Chris Evans. And I'm quite surprised, and actually not really now that I think about it, that his voice wasn't really prominent in the trailer. Because, I mean, we're all used to Buzz Lightyear's voice, and so I'll be very interested to finally fully grasp how this new voice is going. Obviously, this is a younger version of him, but then again, was he ever, like, old and Buzz Lightyear, considering he's a toy? Gets a little confusing. Anyway, what people are mainly, like, quite shocked about is that Buzz Lightyear has hair. Like, I don't know why you guys are shocked. I don't know why I'm shocked. I was also a little bit like put back. I'm like, oh, is that Buzz? Oh yeah, it is. Even though he has hair, just means he took off his cap. I mean, that's what astronauts do. They put those like purple caps over them so that more like aerodynamic. I don't know. I don't really know space stuff. Rocket science not really my forte. You know what my forte is? Watching movies, and I'm really looking forward to the Lightyear, which is expected to come out in June next year.
Let all the children boogie.
To end off the roundup, Netflix has finally given us a full-length trailer for The Witcher Season 2. It looks absolutely fantastic. Yes, I use that word a lot. I need to buy a thesaurus. Christmas is coming up. Anyone like to buy me a thesaurus? Anyway, so The Witcher 2, it looks really good. All the characters are there. And really, the main thing that was like kind of took me by like surprise, but I'm not surprised considering that one stage was the #1 Netflix show, is it is very clear that they got a lot more of a budget. You know, last season I think all the budget went to Henry Cavill just to make sure that he could be the Witcher, and except this time they got a Henry Cavill budget because he probably asked for even more this season, and a lot more so they can actually make the show look fantastic. And so that looks good. I'm really looking forward to it when it comes out in December. But that is it from the entertainment for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If this is your first time, please give me a subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Instagram, hi there, go and follow me. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.